Hi everyone, welcome back to Political Playtime. To my right is John.
Yo.
And my name is Lou, and we are going to talk about the, what today?
The debates, or as I call it, the clown show. The Republican debate.
The Republican debates, the debate that we just had. Last week. No, this week.
Yeah, it was sometime.
Yeah. So it's an interesting debate, I thought, and what I thought was interesting is usually in debates they go after the front runner, right? Whoever has the most support, to try to peel away that person's support and get their supporters to then go for you, right?
Yeah, but in this case they've got Donald Trump, the king. They can't, go against the king.
Because we know how politicians work. But if you're sitting at 3%, you're going after someone who also is sitting at 2% or 3% or 4%. Oh, so maybe you'll go up 1%, right? Maybe you'll go from 3 to 4%. That'll get you there. Get you there.
You got 4 of them at 0%, and that would be Hutchinson, Burgum, Suarez, and Hurd.
That means when they did a poll, only they and their spouse said, yes, that's my candidate.
Yeah. It was,
basically, and their kids, maybe.
A poll from Morning Consult.
Yeah, they asked that person and the spouse said, yes, that's my candidate.
DeSantis is in second place with 14%.
Yeah.
And then Rama Swami at 11%.
Oh, Rama Swami. Some of these people, I like that guy. He makes good movies.
No, that's M. Night Shyamalan.
Ain't that the same guy?
No, it's not the same guy.
Exactly. Rama Swami, I'm going to say this right off the bat, to me is full of shit, and he exposed himself clearly to me. For anybody who has not seen, Bill Maher does a podcast. It's called Club Random. I enjoy his podcast because it's not just politics. He has actors on there and lots of different people on there. It's a podcast, so it's not these the HBO show.
Right, because the writers are on strike.
He had Rama Swami on there. Now you folks go to YouTube if you want to see this. Go to Club Random, put in Club Random. You don't have to watch the whole podcast because I think it's over an hour. But they go to clips, and he'll have a 7-minute clip of him and Rama Swami. So Rama Swami is defending Trump, and Bill Maher. Bill Maher actually made a really good point where Rama Swami said, yeah, but this didn't happen, right? It's not a crime because something didn't happen.
Right.
And Bill Maher used an example of, well, I tried to rob a bank, but I didn't get to do it, so it's not I didn't break the law. That's like that. These Republicans defending Trump, they don't want to talk about what he tried to do, right? They say it didn't happen, so there's nothing they'll see here. That's like someone trying to shoot somebody to murder them. You miss, the police come, and you say to the police, well, I was trying to murder that person, but I missed. Oh, okay, then go ahead, go home, no problem here. No, I'll get you for attempted murder.
Well, Trump said he can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and still win.
But Rama Swami said, this is where, to me, this guy is full of shit. When Bill Maher asked him, what about when Donald Trump said publicly, hey, Russia, if you have Hillary's emails, remember that?
That was all over the news.
We all saw that. We saw it a million times. Everyone saw that. And if anyone, and any MAGA says, oh, he never said that, you could look it up and hear him saying it. Okay? And see him saying it. Ramaswamy said, oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
Maybe he was...
You don't remember that?
Maybe he spent 6 months in the Himalayas.
Or he was on the frickin' moon or something.
Or sitting on the toilet with nothing to read.
And then his answer was he was in business. Yeah. Oh, you were in business, but
you don't know what's going on in the world.
Oh, dude, man, that right away, right there, done. You're full of shit. You're a liar.
Well, he is full of shit.
Liar that you never knew anything about Donald Trump saying that. You're a liar. And let me ask you this, your opinion on this, because I have mine. Do you think any working class person should believe that if Rama Swami was president, he's going to look out for you? Do you believe that?
Yeah, there's 1 in a million chance.
Rama Swami's a corporate guy.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not going to look out for working people. So if you're a working class person, you think, oh, this guy, yeah, he's going to look out for us workers. You're delusional.
He would do his best to do away with Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, all the other programs.
Delusional. This guy, for starters, you know, there are certain things someone can say, I wasn't aware of that, I wasn't aware of this. Okay, understood. But when you can sit there with not even a straight face, because he was uncomfortable.
Oh, he was, yeah.
He was uncomfortable. To say, I didn't know anything about, I didn't hear anything about Donald Trump saying, hey, Russia, if you have Hillary's emails, when the rest of, not the country, the world saw it.
Yeah, they went on.
The world saw that. Over and over and over and over. And this guy, didn't know anything. You're a liar. You're full of shit. And he was uncomfortable in saying that because he knew he was lying. And I think after he said, he probably realized that was ridiculous. And then his answer was, well, when I was in the court, in the business world. Oh, so you're in the business world, what? In a closet? You didn't see the news? You didn't hear anything? You're running for president, but you're not aware of what happened? In politics?
I've got a shit quote here from him.
That guy.
In the debates. This is a good one. And quote, I am the only candidate on stage who isn't bought and paid for, so I can say this. The climate change agenda is a hoax. Mm-hmm. And so the reality is more people are dying of bad climate change policies than they are of actual climate change.
Yeah, you know what I hear? He got booed Donald Trump model.
He got booed for that.
Just saying shit. That's what I hear, just saying shit.
I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's looking to be vice president.
This guy wants something.
They all want something. Because they know they're never going to beat him.
Except for Chris Christie and Asa Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Okay? Because this is what all of you are. I'll use Trump's word because you guys defend Trump, right? Since they defend Trump, I can then use Trump's words. You're a bunch of pussies. You're not going after the front runner. Yep. Because you're pussies because if you say something Trump doesn't like, he's going to go after you.
Yeah, you're done.
And
you're basically
terrified.
Done. You're done.
And you're terrified.
Yeah.
Because you're pussies. Now, Chris Christie going after Trump.
Well, yeah.
But again, we all know politicians there's a motive behind what they're doing. These other people, they're playing the Ben Carson. Remember Ben Carson?
Yeah.
He didn't go after Trump, and guess what? He got rewarded, didn't he?
Oh, big time.
He got rewarded. Trump didn't go after him either because it was a waste of time, and then Ben Carson got rewarded. That's what these guys are doing.
Yeah.
Now, some of them are fools, because they don't see that anyone who gets in Donald Trump's world gets burned. We can start in the beginning.
Oh, when he gets done.
We don't have to do a list, right? We can go point A to point B.
We don't have time for the list.
Point A, exactly. Point A, Jeff Sessions. Remember?
First one endorsed.
First Republican to endorse him. Kissed his ass. Guess what? Jeff Sessions got burned. That's point A, the beginning. Let's go to point B now. Mike Pence.
Yep.
Got burned. This guy is a destroyer. He will destroy the Republican Party. He'll destroy this country. He doesn't care. It's about him. Now, I highly suggest, even if you're a Rama Swami fan, go to Club Random, watch Bill Maher's podcast, watch the clip of him, if you don't want to watch the whole hour, of him saying he never heard of that, wasn't aware of that. You know that's a lie. Anyone who sees that will know he's lying. Do you have any other quotes from him? Or
no, that's
okay.
But Chris Christie compared him to ChatGTP. I mean, they went back and forth with that crap. And one surprising thing was Nikki Haley, who I can't stand. She actually went up after the Republicans for spending. And she said that Trump's added $8 trillion to national debt. It was like 7.4 trillion or something like that.
Okay, those are her words.
7.8.
You're saying what she said, so yeah, say
Yeah.
what she said.
Yeah, so she said that no, where the hell is it? No one, this is a quote from her. No one is telling the American people the truth. The truth is that Biden didn't do this to us. Our Republicans did this to us. And then she mentioned the earmarks for 2024. The Republicans wanted 7.4 billion, and the Democrats only wanted 2.8 billion.
I disagree with her on one thing when she said Biden didn't do this, we Republicans did. I would say both parties always have.
Oh, they always have, yeah.
Both parties always have. This bullshit fantasy world of, oh, the Democrats, they're about spending.
Well,
And we're not. Oh, really? No deficits under George W. Bush? No deficits under Ronald Reagan? No deficits under Trump? Who was it? Was it the former Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan? I think, was it Paul Ryan that said, I think it was Paul Ryan.
yeah,
not
it was
sure.
Paul Ryan, it was.
We Republicans talk about the Democrats spend so much money when we're not in the majority.
Yeah.
When we're in the majority, we do the same thing.
Yeah,
You're spending other people's money.
yeah.
And you know what? This is where there are people that are true conservatives that do believe in, spending less, not cutting waste, all of that, which should be done. I mean, let's face it should be done.
Yeah,
But
there's
a lot of these
waste.
people support Donald Trump, who Donald Trump is the self-proclaimed debt king. The debt king.
You got to give Donald Trump a little credit. He only raised the debt by 33.1%.
It's reasonable.
Well, Franklin Roosevelt, but then this is the war, 791% he raised it by.
Okay, but that was during a World
Woodrow
War.
Wilson, exactly
Oh,
second.
and after the Depression.
Well, Woodrow Wilson, yeah, so that's during the...
I mean, people were hungry.
yeah, people were hungry.
People were hungry.
And then third on the list is Ronald Reagan. He raised the debt 160.8%.
And a lot of it was towards military.
And George W. Bush, 72.6%. It was raised by over what Reagan had, so it's going before, or whatever. Barack Obama, 64.4%.
But see, this is the thing. When one side says the other side is into spending,
They're both.
no, you both are.
Both are.
Both are. And when Republicans say that, the few Republicans that actually have the balls to say it, I give them credit for saying it. I may not agree with their policies, but I give them credit when they admit we do the same thing.
Yeah, well,
Do.
that's what she admitted, that the Republicans do that too.
This is a fantasy that they use to get votes, that they're sacrificing your children's future, and but then you do it when you're in the majority. You do the same thing.
Well, it's just like the filibuster. They each want to get rid of it when they're on the losing end.
When they were asked, those 8 Republicans, would you support Donald Trump if he's the candidate? Everyone raised their hands except for 2.
Yeah.
Asa Hutchinson and Chris Christie.
Yeah.
Everyone else raised their hands. Because these people don't stand for anything. They're terrified of Donald Trump. They're terrified, they're hoping to pick up some of his supporters. Now, they're strategic because it's not just them. They have people around them telling them what to do as well. What if Donald Trump drops out, right?
Yeah, then
Or something happens.
Yeah.
I am not going to criticize Donald Trump because then I'm going after those people. Mm-hmm. I want those supporters. I want to show those supporters I support Donald Trump, even though they can hate him. I mean, Tucker Carlson kissed us up to Donald Trump. Tucker Carlson admitted years ago he can't stand Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You look at the Republicans that said he's dangerous, that he's made money off of the backs of people, he doesn't pay his debts, and then end up kissing his ass.
Yeah.
So Chris Christie, I give Chris Christie credit for going after Trump. But I'm sure Chris Christie has another motive of, you know what?
He wants to be out there on...
Not only that, Chris Christie's not 80. Okay, I won't win. I won't win now.
Well, he knows he won't.
But you know what? Shit hits the fan with Trump. In 4 years, I can be the one that said, I told you so.
Exactly.
Everyone else kissed Donald, because he calls him Donald, right? Because he's known him for so long.
Oh, yeah.
He's known him for years.
Yeah.
Everyone kissed Donald's ass. Everyone defended Donald. I told you so 4 years ago. He could be doing that for 4 years from now.
Yeah.
Because he's certainly not looking for a position in the Trump administration.
Yeah, these guys also went off on abortion too. Of course, Pence wants a national anti-abortion law. Haley said that they didn't have the 60 votes to do it.
Yeah, listen, I'm not a fan of Haley, but I've heard her say things several times where she's pretty direct about things, and is sensible about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with her or not, but she sometimes says things that's boom in your face, and you can tell when she says things sometimes, because sometimes she's very spontaneous. She'll say it, so you kind of tend to believe she believes what she's saying, right?
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Rama Swami, when you have to sit there with your head up your ass thinking of some bullshit excuse to make, yeah, you don't believe what you're saying. You're full of shit.
Yeah, here's back to abortion.
Frickin' guy.
Burgum, who signed a 6-week ban in North Dakota when he was governor, or I still is, I don't know. He's the only one that came out against the federal ban, saying it would violate the principles of federalism in the Constitution.
Yeah, the states having...
let the states do it.
Exactly.
But in New Hampshire, yeah, where 6 out of 10 voters opposed outlawing Roe v. Wade, and more than 70% identify as pro-choice, these guys are really quiet about it. I mean, even DeSantis won't say how proud he was to sign the 6-week ban.
Yeah, but isn't this how the system is here, right?
Exactly how it works.
How does the system work? You run for president, it's not that you got the majority of the votes, it's that you got the electoral college votes. So you can become president and still lose by millions of votes Donald Trump and still become president. You then pick Supreme Court justices.
All federal judges.
And all federal judges, but let's talk about the Supreme Court. You're right, all federal judges. So you're handed a list.
By the Heritage Foundation or one of those other
These are the
places.
judges we want you to pick. Very extreme conservative judges that do not represent the majority of the population. So now you have judges making decisions. So now you have decisions that are made that the majority of the people don't agree with, where the minority now is imposing their will on the majority. And they say it's for equal representation. Well, and it really isn't equal, because when you look at the Senate, it's 100 people.
That's not equal, that's 2 per state.
It's 2 per state.
Yeah.
So Wyoming has 2 senators.
New Hampshire has 2 senators.
I'm not even going to say California, because then people say, oh yeah, California. Texas, 2 senators.
Every state, 2 senators.
North Dakota, South Dakota. Look at those states that have nobody living there.
Yeah, well, some states have what, like 10 people?
And out of the 10, 3 were just driving through.
Yeah, so.
When they were taking census, hey, how many in your family? 3 of us? Okay, we'll put 3 more as a resident. Yeah, but I'm just stopped for a second.
Well, you were here when we did the census.
Exactly.
Count.
But that's not equal representation. They're representing a small number of people, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to the Senate, they have a lot of power. Some of these states with nobody there, and they tend to have Republican senators.
Oh, a lot of those states, yeah.
Republican senators. But okay, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. But this is what happens, right? I mean, you don't have to win, would Trump lose by 6 or 7 million votes?
Yeah,
and he became president. No, we're not arguing that he won. That's the system. Right? That's the system. When he won, he won the Electoral College, he became president, even though he didn't have a majority of the vote. Same thing with George W. We may not like it, but we accept it.
That's the way it worked, yeah.
It's the way it works. But then you have power over a majority of people and you want to impose your will on the majority, and it's what happens. But this, anybody there to you that you, like the one that you just like, okay, this got to be the worst person out of all the 8. Is there one for you? Of those 8?
They're all horrendous.
No, but one that really sticks out to you, that gets under your skin.
Oh, Rama Swami.
Rama, you
Definitely.
Me too.
He gets under
me
my
too.
skin. I can't
Me too.
stand
He's full of shit.
Yeah.
Dude, you're full of shit.
Well, they're all full of shit, basically, but he's just...
Yes, and the Democrats are too, because it's politics. It's a game. It's
Well, the Democrats debate won't even... not debate. Uncle Joe won't even do a debate with the Democrats.
Let's distinguish between the two.
Oh, there's differences between the two.
If you're a Democratic senator or congressperson, whatever, you can criticize Joe Biden.
Which has been done.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Joe Biden may not like it or even realize it.
Yeah.
Unless somebody told him.
And then
But you can criticize Joe Biden. You can criticize Kamala Harris. If you're a Republican and you criticize Trump,
Oh, no.
you're screwed. You now have a bullseye on your head. A bullseye on your head.
But then again, in my opinion, if something happens to Uncle Joe and Kamala becomes president, don't you dare criticize her, because she'll go after you.
No, it's a different system. She's still... Listen, Donald Trump was in a Twitter war with a soccer player.
That's kindergarten shit.
Okay, so while he was president, so I mean, come on, it's a difference. Donald Trump, everything is about Donald Trump. Everything is personal to him.
Because everything's about him. So
everybody has an ego, right? Their ego gets damaged a little bit. It pisses them off. That's everyone. That's just human nature. But so you, Ramaswamy, me as well. And again, I'm going to repeat this, folks. I'm going to repeat this. Even if you don't like Bill Maher, it doesn't matter. Go to YouTube, put in Club Random Podcasts.
that was probably one of his best.
Click on the channel, because you'll see a lot of videos, and then go down to where it says clips. It's only 7 minutes, and listen to this guy bullshit. And then tell me you support this guy when he's caught dead to rights lying. And then look at his body language, his face, when he knows he's giving a ridiculous answer. That guy...
See, all the lying worked out for Trump, but this guy, he's trying to do the Trump model to a certain extent.
And you know what? It's always appealing to people.
Yeah.
When there's an outsider coming in.
And that's what
the outsider, not a politician, going to do things different. Okay, when you lie like that, dude, you're a politician like all of them. And when you defend Trump, you're looking for something. You want something.
He obviously wants
coming
something.
my way.
But then again, maybe Trump, he might be looking for vice president, but Trump would probably want somebody that's a little quieter, like Pence, who would just sit there and smile behind him when he's doing...
Oh, and you don't think Ramaswamy would?
Yeah, he probably would.
Oh, give me a break. I think pretty much all of them would. Nikki Haley will turn. She'll be an ass kisser.
Oh, yeah, she definitely will.
She can talk now.
Yeah.
Speaks well now. If she got picked as vice president,
the only one that might not be an ass kisser would probably be Christie.
And the ones that might not
Christie.
are not just Christie. Others, even ones defending Trump right now, might say, if I become his vice president, I could be done.
Oh, yeah.
My political career forward could be done. They could approach them and say, hey, we want you as vice president. No, I'm sorry, I can't accept that position right now. Because they want to run in 4 years.
Yeah, because they don't want the Pence curse hitting them.
The Pence curse. Yeah, the Pence curse.
That's what it is.
Well, hang Mike Pence.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, look that up, please, and then you'll get an idea of Mr. Ramaswamy, that shit he's in. We don't mean to pick on him. He just got under my skin, man.
But it makes
under
good
my
movies.
skin, because that is a lie that is beyond ridiculous. And in a casual environment, in a podcast.
Yeah.
All right, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a thumbs up. We appreciate the support, and we are going to do our next episode. It'll be up in a couple of days here. So we'll continue on with the politics and try to stay sane. So take care, everybody.